Welcome back to Tripura. It's Ace. We're on day 16. We just finished our cooking house. We've got our hunter's hut on the way. We've got a few things pinned up here in the upper left. You can see we're working on the Weaver expansion, the hunter's hut behind us, and I've got a bed pinned in there because we've got just another bed or two to do inside the second cottage. Right now we're going to fire up the next person here. We're going to look for a hunter. Come on, hunter. Alright, well, snowy weather, better carrying, sure. In fact, that might be our warehouse worker that we've been looking for. We've got 1, 2, 3 beds in here waiting to be done, which is just some sticks and a little bit of thatch. I'll let the builders take care of that since we've got 3 of them right now. And they're going to need large stones, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a few sticks. And I'm going to grab a piece of rope over here from the workshop. She's got fiber available to her now, so now we've got rope on the regular basis there in that basket. I'll come out here to where I was breaking those rocks down yesterday. And we'll put a gathering, or not a gathering marker, but a resource marker out there that tells people that they can find building resources in this area, which means that they will be happy to come out and carry those rocks home for us without waiting for the stone. Oh, my hammer broke. All right. I need a couple sticks real quick. There they are. So it means the builders will come out here looking for those rocks rather than waiting for them to show up at the stone cutters. Alright, building a hammer. There we go. Go finish that marker. I'll carry one of these stones back in with me while I'm going. Yeah, she can make it up that hill, but it's got to be in a very specific spot. So we'll just go around. Okay, Hunter's hut needs 3 more rocks. We'll let those builders run out there and get those. Needs a log, needs thatch. We're going to go ahead and go help with the thatch since the lumberjacks are just overworked at this point already. Hopefully this will be my last trip out for thatch. And now we'll come back from this trip. I'll take care of the thatch into those beds, and then we're going to go hang out in the kitchen for a few minutes and look at how the kitchen works. fit a total of 16 villagers in our 2 cottages, and I think that's probably where we're going to end up stopping through the winter. The Weaver expansion has just been finished. We're getting pretty hungry, so let's go down to the beach, grab those fish, come up here, and I'll show you how to make fish soup. And how the recipe systems work in the cookhouse. So you definitely want there to be a well as close to your kitchen as possible, or as practical. And you click on the crock pot. In our case, we're going to go ahead and push this water up to 4. So as we do this, you can see our water skin up here changing. So you can just automatically move water into this from your water skin. And then the fish are a little counterintuitive for me anyways. I was trying to figure out how to turn them into fish fillets rather than just eating them. You can eat a fish directly if you want, just by left clicking it. But they are like animals in that you have to skin them on the ground. I was trying to like work on them at a workshop or something like that. Nope, you just drop them on the ground and then you hit E to skin them effectively, like you would do to a smolker or a wolf or whatever. It's very hygienic. Try not to think about the fact that it's sitting down in the dirt right now. That extra crunch while you're eating it is not bone, it's just dirt. Builders are going to tell me that they can't find a log, which I presume our loggers are going to take care of pretty quick. So right now, if we assign a cook to the cookhouse and we tell them to make recipes, there's only going to be 2 recipes available, which are a 2 berry items, berry compote sort of things. So what we're going to do is go ahead and click on this, and we're going to apply 3 mushrooms, but 1 fish. So 1 fish and 3 mushrooms, and hit cook. You're going to get a little mini chive at the end of this because you've discovered your first recipe. This is going to be just like the barbecue. When that reaches 100%, it's going to start back over at 0. If it gets all the way back up to 100 again, it just becomes inedible. So make sure you're here for the end of this process to take them out. There we are, we get the village cooked because we've discovered a recipe. You can click on this 1, 2, 3, 4 times to pull out 4 fish soup, and you've now discovered that recipe. You can place them here. People will eat them from there. We're going to eat 2 of them. Here's the storage for meats and proteins. And here's the storage for veg and the like. So now that we've discovered that recipe, if we go ahead and assign a cook to the kitchen, we can tell them, just like the workbench, we can tell them to make a particular dish, so we can tell them to make fish soup essentially. We've got 4 in here, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 water. Let's go the mushroom and the fish like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and not quite yet. I don't want to put raw food down there until I've got enough cooked that they'll choose that first. So now what you do is you hit R on the well to actually fill your water skin back up. And now you're set up for the next cooking round. One, 2, 3, 4. Click on it again. Add that. The only reason I do it mushrooms first is so that I only have to remove 1 mushroom. If you put on 4 fish, you got to pull 3 fish back off to put in the 3 mushrooms, or you have to drag stuff over by hand. Like so. Put our fish soup here for people to eat. Come back down and refill the water skin. You can see we're having more than 1 water skin at this point, would be handy. Let's take a look at our new addition. ASKA moves efficiently in snowy weather. Strong gathering skills. Wow. A lot of roles that ASKA could take. Well, let's start with as it gets later in the fall, I'm going to go ahead and go out and put a whole lot more gather markers down. So at that point, we might move her to gatherer. Right now, I think she'd probably be a waste. She'd immediately be telling us that she can't find anything because they've tapped everything out. So for now, how about if we just leave her as a builder? I'll give her a home. Make sure you empty out that crock pot. We get 4 out of it because we put 4 water into it. Alright, so now that they've got some cooked food there, I'll go ahead and take this raw and put it in here. They're less likely to pull from that now. We'll give ASKA a home. And we've got our watchtower done over here, so let's go over and assign somebody to that. I think I already did, didn't I? I did, alright. But we still have 46% defenseless, so we need to add another tower. My road is going to be right about here. Gate's going to be right there, so another tower will fit really nicely. Go ahead and pin that. Oh, let me build right up against that rock. Look at that. I'll take it. And we're missing just 7 sticks for the... Why haven't you guys completed that? For the weaver? No, for the hunter's hut. And then we can complete that. Well, so... let's do that. And the third phase, we've already got the rope for that. We'll go ahead and apply it. to the watchtower down there. I'll grab that rope from our supply. It's so nice to be finding rope down here without having to make it myself anymore. It also means that we'll actually have bark here regularly. So what I can do now is come over here and set priorities, and I can take bark off the high list. We're going to take hardwood down to 0 since I can't make it right now anyways. Stick some thatch to high. Pretty quickly they'll tell me they can't find any more thatch. Alright, all we have left to finish is the hunter's hut and that watchtower. I'd really like to see that hunter's hut done, so I'm going to help them out with that. And I'm going to help by cutting down some more trees. Right along the front, right here in our front yard. Because first thing tomorrow we're going to get that. I'm then going to take the 2 builders that we have at this point and make them hunters for now. Double check that the workshop is making bows and arrows, which I believe she is. And we're going to start having meat, and then we'll make meat soup in addition to fish soup. And then it's go out, drop some foraging markers, and get blood to bring home to get our last 2 villagers. As I said at the beginning of this series, it's not about how fast I can grow. It's really just about a nice, comfortable pace, sort of a laid-back game. I like to, plan and build. So that's really the goal here. It's not about min-maxing everything. We've got a lot of sticks now. I'm going to see if I can get this done before the next day. I don't think so, but maybe. We've got plenty of bark and sticks over there at the woodcutter, so that's going to make all the difference. Since I don't have to go around pixel hunting those items off the ground. Plenty of inventory room. 11 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 bark. I love seeing those bins full. It's so nice to be able to grab resources right there instead of having to go out and find them out in the field. So much quicker. Okay, 10 bark and we are done. Our hammer looks to be in good shape. I think I was wrong. I think we're going to get this done before the next day. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. There we are. We have 4 builders right now. We have Hilda, who can be a hunter for us, and we have Ace is a 7 as a gatherer. Ida. Let's go ahead and put Ida in there. There's our 2 hunters. Let's make sure that they have gear over here. Whoops, wrong one. Bow. 10 arrows. Take a look here at making another bow. Or 10 more arrows. So I need sticks and feathers to make this happen. One. Okay, one more bow, flimsy. Some arrows. Put those up here. And now both our hunters have let's do it like this. Because they will, first person there will grab all of them. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and hand those out to our 2 hunters, along with 10 arrows each. And then I'm going to go out and drop a hunting marker out in the forest right there on our front door. And then it's time to go out and find 2 more blood for our last 2 citizens. And bring up more fish, and then take the first meat, show the cook how to make meat soup. And staff our warehouse, and then start making clothes. There we go. Short list, right? Easy peasy. Hope you're there for that. I'll see you in the next episode. This is Ace. I'm signing out.